Oh, what am I doing? I'm just gonna sit down a sec here. Okay, this is a new... Is it a new? What am I doing? What is this? Okay, hello, back to... Welcome. Okay, hello, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to my channel. My channeling? I'm not channeling, this is my channel. Okay, so, chewing on a cayenne pepper here. It's kind of dry. It's been sitting in a bowl for a while over there in the kitchen. So, okay, so this video is about chewing on a cayenne pepper that's been sitting on a counter in the kitchen in a bowl for a while. No, this video is about the backstory to a song. Should I do Stay Gold? Stay Gold? I'm a little bit more awake at the moment. I was kind of falling asleep in the last videos I made. Maybe I should redo them or something like that. I don't know if it matters. Because, you know, this isn't like a show, you know. I'm not trying to make, like, I got some food coming over here, China Kitchen. Okay. Wait. Okay. Alright, yeah, this is just a personal blog, so this is not a show, so it's not like I'm trying to, you know, get, like, YouTube fame or something like that here with my blog channel and shit. I'm trying to, like, you know, this isn't what this is. No, what I'm doing here is I'm reading the backstories to these songs because they were requested by Mr. Kevin Reilly, the president of Turner Broadcasting. He asked me. He wanted to see this, not like he asked me to do this, but in a way he did and didn't at the same time. He was just like, you know, I'm interested in this information. So anyway, Stay Gold by First Aid Kit. Okay, there was a girl. I'll just go ahead and do my best to comprehensively read this and try not to speed through it and rush through it and mumble through it and act like this is tedious and boring, because in a way it kind of is, you know. I should just leave it in text, leave it as it is. But no, I'm just gonna, you know, you could just pause this video and just stop listening to me stumble and stutter and gibber and prattle and just read, you know, the words that you're looking at. But no, I'm gonna read them anyway because some people are just lazy and they don't want to read and they like to listen to somebody just babble on, right? But no, I'm not gonna babble on. I'm just gonna actually read this autobiographical text in reference to the backstory to Stay Gold by First Aid Kit. Okay, so here's the story. The story was I was attending Trinity Lutheran. Okay, so I can just talk about this, or I can read what's written here, or I can do both. What I'll do is I'll read it first. Fuck it. Okay, there was a girl in another classroom when I was in my second year of 5th grade at Trinity Lutheran. It's actually my first year of 5th grade at Trinity Lutheran. It was my second year of 5th grade because I got expelled from another school where I flunked 5th grade there. Anyway, Chicago Christian Academy, I flunked 5th grade there and then they kicked me out. Anyway, as I was saying, she was in 4th grade and I went into her classroom to get a fresh pencil from the principal, who was frequently baffled and irritated by my habit of using a pencil all the way down to the eraser with no yellow remaining. Just the pencil tip coming from the metal eraser holding ring. Standard number 2 pencils aren't yellow, though they're a kind of gold or maize color. I went in there to get it because he was the teacher in that classroom and he issued them to me from his desk, as I was permitted to report to him when my last pencil was short. And I saw this girl in his classroom and I looked her in the eye and made a connection. We later spoke with each other outside. I don't have the energy to get into that conversation at the moment, but this song was written for her. I don't know how Fleet Fox's First Aid Kit got it, and I didn't even remember that I did this until yesterday. Today is Tuesday, April 23rd, 2019. I don't remember her name, but if I had one wish, that would be it, to remember her name. I'm not a wishful person, though, and this is not my wish. It'll either happen or it won't. The girl and I were introduced by the principal, who came to me and informed me that she wanted to talk to me, and I was initially concerned about this on account of my monarch-influenced dissociative condition at that time, which I was full aware of and expressed to him. "I'll mediate," he said. "I'm your principal and the pastor of this church." "Okay," I said. So, the school day ends, and I'm walking down the sidewalk towards the Reese Park Administrative Building, and I have that spelled wrong here. It's R-E-E-S-E. Reese Park Administrative Building. When she comes chasing after me, asking me where I'm going. "I go to this building after school and wait there to be picked up and brought home in 3 hours," I said. I'd forgotten everything that happened during the school day already and shifted into a different mode, and she didn't know this and had no idea who she was talking to. I remembered that I saw a girl that day, but I'd already forgotten her name, and I figured maybe we'd see each other again the next day, and wasn't expecting her to follow me off the school property into my own personal realm. She was a tiny, cute, innocent, short-haired brunette with no malice in her eyes, and along with my terminal attraction to her, I was rushing and completely hazed by her chattering, while at the same time at my wit's end with my personal situation, and now in a position where I had to figure out what to do with her. Determined, however, to find a way to reach her, as I had decided that this was vitally important to both of us. So, I picked her up and threw her. The plan wasn't to hurt her. I threw her into the grass over to my right, and she tumbled and sat up, startled and calling after me because I was actually walking away. "Why did you do that? You better have a good explanation. I'm scratched. Come back here. You cut me when I fell. What's wrong with you? Tell me." I realized at this point I didn't have an option but to turn around and talk to her. I sat down in front of her with maybe about 10 feet of space between us. "I wanted your attention," I said. "Show me the cut. I'm sorry." She showed me. It was superficial, but I was still visibly emotionally phased at the sight of it. "I'll be fine," she said. "Tell me why." "I'm trying to protect you from the monarchs." "I know what that means," she said. "Tell me why." When school ends, I said, "I walk to this building and wait 3 hours for a psychopath that assaults me from that point forward all the way until I step foot back into school the next morning. But in this case, it's Friday, so we're looking at about 65 hours here. This isn't your problem, but now we've met, and you walked off the radar of the school and into a dangerous place. When we go back there, we're protected, to some extent, by the staff and their internal structure, but only so long as we're there. And even then, I'm still under attack, which means we all are, and you don't know who else is in there dealing with these kinds of issues who might be a target to hidden agendas lurking in the peripherals, and prayer doesn't solve the kind of problems we're talking about here, or I wouldn't be in this situation. So, I wanted to be able to see you directly, eye to eye, to share insight you might not already have about how desire opens you to attack and permits the monarchs to program you to do their bidding. Does the name Sandy Hook mean anything to you?" She showed an inquisitive expression. "It's an elementary school that fell victim to a psychopath who walked in and killed 6 teachers, 20 children, then himself, after shooting his mom back home." "When did this happen?" "In the future." "Never mind, I'm just trying to stop," she said. "I can get our parents to make arrangements to let us see each other. We can be friends. We can be best friends. Please, that's what we want, right? You want me, right? You called me. Come on." Of course it is, I said. Of course I do. Of course all this makes me excited and aroused and emotional, but look, it won't work. It'll all get polluted and will fall out at best, with someone getting hurt in the process at worst. I know you chased me out here with Eric's permission, but I'm an angry psycho out here by necessity of survival. When I'm old enough to get out of here, I'll remember you, and by that time you'll be someone else. But I wanted you to see here where I'm at, because I think it's fair. People say words to each other, like I love you or whatever words they are saying, but their immaturity leaves them impatient and incapable of seeing each other eye to eye and hearing each other's needs. So they're just throwing the person, just people throwing each other out there with their dishonesty. But you're honest, and I want it to stay that way, you know, like Eric and his pencils. He takes my crazy midget pencils away, hands me new ones, and says, "Stay gold." I hate gold, and I told him that, but I understand. He's a good man. I can't think of anything bad about him at all. I want to know you, she said. What do you do on your personal time? I'm a songwriter, I said, and then I just started singing this song for her. The sun shone high those few summer days, left us in a soft, wide-eyed haze. It shone like gold. It shone like gold, but just as the moon it shines straight, so dawn goes down today. No gold can stay, no gold can stay. I turned my head and made a voice projection gesticulation with my hand, and yelled out the chorus off in a distant direction. What if our hard work ends in despair? What if the road won't take me there? Oh, I wish for once we could stay gold. What if to love and be loved's not enough? What if I fall and can't bear to get up? Oh, I wish for once we could stay gold. Stop, she said, you're freaking that guy out. There was some dude standing down the block. He walked past us earlier, and she turned to him and said, "It's all right." "Sorry," I said, "I'll write it down and give it to Eric for you." She was staring directly at me and studying me hard the whole time, hunting the key to my soul, or maybe the Sphinx, hoping maybe it was the same key. So I said, "You have it. Give it to me and I'll give it back to you." She was an educated Lutheran fourth grader that knew exactly what all this meant, and did it. There was nothing else to say, and we stood there still for a moment, watching each other glow and cry, until she finally reluctantly turned and headed back to the school. On Monday morning, I hunted Eric down and handed him a piece of notebook paper with this song written on it. On the bottom it said, "First Aid Kit, Stockholm," and was dated. I don't remember if my own name was on it, but probably not. "This is for Crystal," I said. Her name was Crystal. He said she told him what happened, he forgave me, would pray for me, and would marry us. That's impossible, I remember thinking to myself. I'm in a cult, and making a conscious effort not to broadcast this. "Thank you," I said out loud. "I'll take that into context." "Stay gold," he said. "Stay gold," I echoed. His last name was Schomburg, Eric Schomburg. "I'll get you out of that cult," he said, as if he heard my thoughts audibly but didn't understand the meaning of the word cult. And that is the backstory to Stay Gold by First Aid Kit. I don't know the names of the two girls that are the musicians in that band. But I guess Schomburg apparently got them that song. There was another song also in reference to that incident and that day that was also produced and published by First Aid Kit, which is I found a way. All right. That's it. That's it for this video.